stay with that broader idea. What I'm seeing is that word benefit, and my question that comes to mind is benefit in what way? But I think you can, if you don't have any ideas yourself, you can certainly find out what they might be, what kind of benefits might occur. And later on in this class, when you're forming a hypothesis, maybe you'll have to narrow that down just a little bit on what you're hypothesizing. So that sounds interesting. Yeah.
Okay.
How about Malia? What is your final topic?
So I was thinking about going based off of what I used to work with. I used to work in a immersion school, and we took away electronics from the children's everyday learning.
Okay.
And we
Interesting.
saw an increase in attentiveness. We saw an increase in children actually wanting to learn. Um, Again, I worked with children who were autistic, who had ADHD, who had different types of other what they would consider special needs. But for us, we just said that they were, things that we had to adapt to for the children. And
Interesting.
so I had a lot of parents who had autistic children and who just had them on iPads or who had them on cell phones, and were like, well, that's what they want. That's, saying that's how they communicated. But finding out that you have to get down to their level, you have to really get down to the child's level. Like you really have to become that 3-year-old, 4-year-old, or 5-year-old.
Wow.
And
This is a really exciting topic, and you're absolutely right. Children with autism need to be socially engaged. It's so easy to let them go
yeah,
on the screen. So
and so
excellent.
with that, I saw that because the school that we were at was holistic learning. It was all based off of organic. The children ate organic, the children drank water only. They had, again, vegetables, fruits, everything was organic from the land there. We even had a garden for them so that they could go outside and garden. So taking away electronics, taking away the computer, taking away iPad, taking away, and we made sure that it was like that at the home.
Oh, in the home
We
as
made
well.
we made sure that there was a waiver sign that the parents were on our level as well as for teaching their children.
Mm.
If they trusted us to teach their children, then they have to trust us enough to take that teaching inside the home as well. So take away the TV, take away the iPad, take away the phone, take away the Kindle, take away the game, whatever little game stuff, and quit using it as an excuse and sit there with your child and teach your child to do something. Get to their level and teach them, or if not that, learn from them. Because
Very,
we
very interesting.
like
Think about when you're going on this very fine topic, screen, let's call it screen use, because that I think is a more common search term.
yes.
I'm going to ask you to think about it, but not say it right now for the sake of time. What
Mhm.
exactly would you think an outcome would be that you could measure? So think about that in the next couple of minutes, and don't state it right here because you'll do it coming up with a research question. Tylea,
Okay.
what research topic did you come up with?
So my major is I'm going into forensic psychology. So I wanted to do, I've had this research title or like topic in the back of my head for like a long time. So it was the effects of different types of interrogation techniques on suspects.
Ah,
And yeah, I already had like a whole like research question and like all this already planned out because I wanted to do it for so long. And my research question was going to be how do different interrogation techniques influence suspect behavior during questioning?
Very interesting. And I love it that you've been thinking about this for a long time. Um, I am going to ask you not to say now, but to give it thought. What exactly do you think you would be looking for or measuring in your suspects during questioning? So give that some thought, as we move forward here, and you'll be looking at that in your research question. So try and think about that variable that you'd be measuring, like what would you be looking for? And
All
so
right.
that's your expertise, not mine. So you'll give that some thought and in the next little phase here. And Janie, what was your general research topic that you're going to focus on?
I'm undecided. I have two of them that really stand out to me. The
Okay,
first
let's
one
hear 'em.
is how dark romance books affects women's versus just a regular romance book.
Okay, interesting.
Okay.
Affects
Yeah.
women in what way? I'm going to have that same question for you, but you don't have to answer it right now. So dark romance, I'm not exactly even sure what it was, but I'll find out from you. And what's the other one you're thinking about?
The other one's kind of bland. It's how study music helps does studying music help college students study? Like does it change their grades? Does it help them get work done? Like does study music actually help?
And a quick question. Do you mean like studying music while they're in college or like studying music during childhood?
Studying music while in college.
Okay, taking a music class along with their other college courses. Yeah,
Well,
my younger son did that. Is that what you mean?
like you know how you're doing your homework and some people have music playing in the background?
Okay.
Okay, so something along those lines.
Oh, so study music, having
Mm-hmm.
music in the background during your study session.
Yeah, like does it actually help you get work done or is it just kind of like
Cool.
mhm.
Well, you're going to have to decide which is going to be more fun for you, Janie. And you have
Mhm.
a little bit of time to do that. And maybe in the next couple of minutes you do it because I think we should take our break because I, for one, need to use the bathroom. So I think let's take 15 minutes, then we'll come back to class and we'll finish this assignment. But everything that you wrote down, including your 3 starter topics, don't lose them because you're going to submit them in your application box for this week, okay? You're going to just write them up in that box. But you're all ready to go. And we're going to finish a lot of that for your application, I think all of it for this week. You'll have it all done in class here. So 15-minute break. I need to let my dogs out too real quick. And then we'll come back and we'll finish up our content on chapter 2. Sound good, everyone?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
Janie, real quick, you too, just like every single person here, think about what it is you're actually going to measure. So the dark romance versus regular romance, what is the impact that you're hypothesizing? Because that's where we're going to go next. So keep that on your mind while you take a break. Set timer for 15 minutes.